Right on, man. What kind of shit are you doing? How much theory crafting can there be? Yeah, I was watching some of that speedrun of 1 to 60 or whatever. Forgot how long it really took to do anything in that. I'm looking forward to it though. It'll definitely be some time. There we go, finally, dude. I think the Trident was the good call there. Different stuff in gear. Have you changed your builds and thoughts yet? Full max gear? Shit, dude. I don't remember anybody in full max unless they're fucking psychos, dude. Oh my. Fucking Laffy, fucking Roly, Poly, Taffy, fucking Fruit by the Foot. Motherfucker, man. Gotta keep moving. Oh, I forget it pushes you off, too. That's the bullshit. Oh, okay. How's the damage? Motherfucker, dude. Okay, cool. Yeah, Warlocks are always pretty good. Everything's a missile, dude. Okay, your affliction or whatever, just full dots and shit. Oof. About fucking broke my thumb trying to turn around for that one. Refight that asshole, I think. Nice. Have they said if they're gonna put multi-spec in? I assume they won't. It's one of the few things I feel like would be okay. But it'd also kind of be weird for PvP, because being able to blow up a PvE guy who didn't know what he was doing with my PvE spec in PvP was always good. I don't know if Trident's very good. 100 gold a week. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but it kind of depends on how many 20-mans and shit you're doing. Like, we would just casually do like 20-mans, and some of them could be hard, or... I mean, you wouldn't be able to clear every raid like in a night. I don't know. There's not just like a one night of raiding. These guys take 2 hits apiece. That is an issue. Another one that feels like we need the right powers for him. Yeah, man. We got close just hauling ass on him. I should have E-tanked. That was my bad. Yeah, I mean, hardcore. Average Joe isn't gonna do it. Average Joe isn't playing Classic on a private server. I wonder if Blizz will decide to have multi-spec just for a larger thing. I don't think they would ever start with it, but I wonder if they'll implement some kind of voting thing to put that in. I don't care if they have it in or not. My PvP, my PvE spec was not that terribly different. I could still do both just fine. I could do PvP really well with what my PvE one was. But that's a rogue, you know? Warriors and shit. I mean, that's why you get protection warriors all the time. It was like, they only had protection type of gear. Or, you know, like the tank pallies and shit. In PvP. Like, they could do work, but they were always like the flag guy, you know? Anything that stops you from playing a warrior? Yeah, I can't blame you at all. I was always damage warrior. I did tanking a little bit. But if I ever had the choice, I mean... I was, Arms or Fury. But I stopped doing anything competitive with my warrior pretty quick. Just because of that. Yeah, for sure. I feel like multi-spec's one of the few quality of life things I think I'd be like okay with. And even that would have adverse effects on things like PvP and shit. So. Really just spawned on me, dude? Yeah, that was a quick kill, dude. Play warrior in BC, yeah. If I would do 2 characters, I would do probably a warrior, like an arms warrior or something, and purely just have a PvP. Or actually based in PvP on like a fucking arms or fury warrior, which is fucking way too fun, man. Just charging off of fucking cliffs and shit, just busting balls. Just nice. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, just do an alt. Oh man, see that shit's timed perfectly. They know if you don't fucking blow that up and you keep walking in the same pattern, you'll get fucked like right there too. This is the difference between these levels and the old school levels, man. Because there's a lot of very just like perfectly timed things that happen if you do a certain thing. Like they know how you're gonna go through the level. Which is cool. Ugh, that doesn't get killed in one shot, dude. Jesus. Christ, I'm getting fucked now on the stage. First attempts were way better. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going for whatever I did originally. Oops. I was not ready. Ugh. It's like we've gotten to the boss and we've gotten close to killing him. I think this is a fine stage to do it. Just damn shame we get fucked. Stage is pretty hard. It's definitely harder than the boss. Hopefully we find his weakness someday. You know there's gonna be a boss rush. This game is definitely not gonna be one that holds back on the boss rush, I'm sure. It doesn't feel like it's for that. You're that guy. That dude sitting in the back in fucking Alterac Valley, man. Just doing nothing, man. Just fucking spamming that shit. Fucking click everybody's name and everybody's got one, man. Those are the guys that I would fucking target as a rogue. I was one of those rogues who actually played a rogue like you would think you'd play a rogue, you know? Sneaking in the back, taking vulnerable dudes out and shit. Going for like ninja objectives. You get those dudes who are just like play a rogue like they're on fucking frontline warrior or some shit. Well, usually I kill the healer. And then the other casters. If I was in Alterac Valley. I mean, that was like the only way to push up too, man. I mean, you get your dumbasses who just fucking go straight for the front line. I mean, I guess you need that. As soon as you kill the healer, man, the line pushes, man, real fucking quick. People stay fucking dead. Back when Alterac Valley actually had like a fucking like zones of conflict that you had to worry about. Like a lined push, essentially. Yeah. Makes sense to me. It'd only be better in Alterac Valley and shit. The more people there and where you could probably sit in the back line. There's a lot of crazy corners and shit casters could utilize. Cause you could in Alterac Valley, like up near the Alliance base. You could fucking target people from the other side if you could get like a target on them and just fucking shoot them. Sometimes. Or you could be like above them and shit. There's a lot of cool little zones there. You guys in really bad spots right now. Yep. That's the kind of PvP I miss, man. Kind of PvP where people who are supposed to be fucking weak are weak. They could do crazy shit. Damn, dude, I keep getting fucked there. That sucks. Yeah, it'll be weird not having like Cloak of Shadows and shit. But I'll get used to chain locking people again. Doesn't take much to get used to fucking one-shotting somebody's ambush either, so that's nice always. Well, dead there if you don't make it in time. This section's kind of fucking annoying. It's cool, but I wish there was like a little bit of counter. A little bit of something I could do to like not get pushed off and die. Like time a jump right. Like getting fucked down here sucks, cause like I don't even see how you could hit those guys easily. It's like a different weapon or something. I guess you could do that. You just have to avoid them completely. I mean, that makes sense then. There's a strat then. Yeah. Well, shitty rogue would actually walk up to the fell hunter and all that shit, man. Like, I know I always like beeline it away from weird shit like that. That's why I always had like better stealth, even on my PvE spec. Cause like I know I need it for PvP, but better stealth and just more like smart moments you go in on people. That's why I don't like when people shit talk rogues, man. I feel like they have no fucking idea what they're talking about. There's like a lot of thought going into like a good rogue fucking like point, like when to go in and where and all like what dudes and shit to like get the best chance of doing shit. You can just see the first guy and just start spamming stun locks. Those are the ones that get like fucking destroyed, man. Run out to some warlock alone with like a fell hunter, just go out there fucking. How you doing, boss? Unless you're like really sure you're fucking shit. I mean, I guess as undead I would do that more because I had Will the Forsaken and stuff, but I forgot about some of those potions. I decide I want to do this. Killing these guys is not much of an option. I mean, I guess I could just like try to black hole them really quick and just keep swapping. I do have my okay, so they stay dead either way. Good. 150 gold an hour selling Direball. I think for money for me, I was never like a money maker. Like I would do what I had to do, but I was usually farming Essence of Wind and Silithus or some shit. Like right outside the town. Damn, my controller's almost dead again. Almost dead again. I've played through like 10 Mega Man games on this fucking controller right now. Let me charge it up here. I had gathering and stuff. I was one of those rogues who I don't even know if I had leather working. Like, you know, when it actually mattered more. So have that for yourself, but I don't know. It was one of those things I just didn't give that many shits. It didn't matter that much. I think I just had gathering. I did get rid of gathering, I think, at the end of vanilla. Try and do enchanting, but god, dude, trade skills were such a fucking bitch to do in vanilla, it felt like. Farm some mobs and herbs and Direball for 50 gold an hour. Hunter can kill the final boss for 10 blues and book. Yeah, that'd be good. And twinking was pretty big in vanilla too. I'm sure it will be in this. Twinking is so fucking imbalanced in vanilla and BC though. Holy shit, dude. It was unreal. Like, I thought I was busting balls as a rogue, dude. Playing as a 19, I think it was 19, twink, like fucking warrior, dude. Just having, you just walk up to anybody and heroic strike them and they just died. There's only a couple things that didn't. So you just fucking walk around, dude. Like, if you're a really good, like, really well-geared twink, just fucking run around, dude. Just any leather, dude, any fucking fucking clothy. I feel like some shaman even. I just fucking walk up and just fucking hit them. I got like 30, 40 fucking kills in a Warsong Ghost. Man, what in the fuck, dude? Yeah, there's a zero balance, man. Like I tried playing as a different twink at one point when we were just leveling up. I was like, it's impossible, man. Even now with the heirloom items, yeah. Nuts, man. I don't know why I'm taking this blanket off. I'm gonna have to take it off when the boost comes out. Yeah, it's just nuts, man. Yeah, I've never really been much of a twink. Like I said, I did a little bit of hunter, a little bit of warrior twink. I think I did more hunter. Hunter was pretty OP. Because you could fucking almost one-shot people with the like really good arcane shot, and then you're also 20 miles away from them, and they don't really have gap closers at like 19. Yeah, I forgot the world records for that shit are like 3 to 4 days long, man. Like, holy shit, dude. Like, I'm gonna be playing that shit for like 100, 200 hours to get 60, man. Cause I'm gonna take my fucking sweet ass time, probably. Well, not take my time, but I'm gonna go to the areas I want to go to and not like worried about like routes and shit. That's what I mean, like I'll probably just casually play it. Cause it's already gonna take a while to like level up. I mean, that's solo, I guess. You could have a group and do like dungeons and shit. Or just farms the shit outside, but I don't know, I didn't have groups back then. I would just find a group to do the quests once an area. Until they put in stones. I don't even remember using the stones. It was still just like advertised in the area. Oh, really? Just doing twink PvP? That's pretty cool. I'm surprised they even let you in a PvP at that point, but... Alright. Heirlooms are too strong? Oh, that's right. Guess that was a way to correct people who did that. Alright, so 30 minutes ago, Ripper said... Shower, prep food, make breakfast. We could try another stage. If I get to a boss, though, I'm gonna want to finish it. I don't want to make him wait. I might end up just chilling. Yeah. There's so many weird brackets of twinking. Like, I never understood like 60 something twinking and like 40 something twinking. I'm just like, man, like I just wanted to, I guess the novelty for me, I didn't know enough about what you had at what levels and shit to care that much when it came to PvP, but the novelty was just like being pretty much at your lowest and just busting balls, man. 60 AV twinks looked fun. I mean, 60 AV was really fun. Maybe people just wanted to recreate that. Because let's be real, Burning Crusade killed. Arenas killed Battlegrounds. Not like completely, but it was the start of the end. Because then you start getting like PvP gear, which introduces resilience, which introduces like 10-year-long PvP fights, which changes how most of the battles end up being. AV turns into a bum rush. You know, it just... Like, when I came back in Cataclysm and AV turned into the fastest battleground, it was still fun. Just like, who could PvE the quickest, I guess. But it was kind of stupid still at the same time. Like, it was fun for a rogue, because you would just, like, recap shit that they capped, and it would just totally shit on their parade. But, like, I don't know. It was kind of bad, too. Old AV is just so good. I miss like the day-long fucking matches. I think this is a game. BC gear sockets and put the best gems in them. Yeah, it's kind of like how you could put Mongoose and shit, couldn't you? Like Cataclysm on your fucking twink weapons, dude. Then they made it later, I think, where you could put Mongoose on, but it scaled or some shit. Or maybe it always scaled, but it was still like way too powerful. I'm just like, okay. Well, 3 is more than I thought we'd get done in an hour. Stat scaling changes. Oh, the squish. I guess I could start another one. I need to stop soon though, because we'll probably start the co-op. I don't need much to get ready. I just need a glass, some ice, and the booze. Jesus, dude. Man, discipline priests were so OP for fucking you did, because in Cataclysm and like Mr. Pandaria and shit, like leveling through dungeons was like the best. Like if you had like somebody who could just like tank for you or heal, it was so fast, dude. Especially with like the recruiter friend XP and shit. So like my friend would multi-box Shaman Surprise in here, and we just fucking, you could do smite, and then it would heal also, and you could fucking heal the entire dungeon with 2 fucking multi-box priests. Just bust them, and you could just bust balls with tank and DPS, man. And they would just, you'd always be topped off. I don't know why they made that shit so good. It wore off specifically right about at the Alakir dungeon. That's when it started being shit, but pretty good times. I think the most OP dungeon group we made ever was just 2, and Missing Pandaria, it was just 2 fucking, what was the class? Monks, man. Holy shit, dude. That was unreal. Just one tank one and 1 Mistweaver, we did. Or the healer, whatever it was. You could just do fucking anything, then. We pulled, it was our best moment. And we could do it every time consistently. Pull in the entirety of Razor Fen Downs in 1 pull. And we didn't even need the DPS, man. Brewmaster did so fucking much, dude. You could just fucking pull everything in the entire fucking dungeon in 1 pull and just kill them all in 1 fucking thing, man. It was the craziest shit. I think they've changed how OP tanks damage are in dungeons since then. I think they changed it even in Warlords, so you couldn't do shit like that. Like tanks just didn't do as much damage, but that was nuts, man. And they have roll and shit, so like the only thing we would tell people is just don't touch any fucking mob, because you will fucking take aggro and then you will instantly die. But just like, it was just really fun because it was really hard too. Like, I mean, my healer like couldn't drop a single like fucking millisecond of heals, man. It was such a good time. I honestly miss those kinds of days. Just leveling up, that was the most fun I've had leveling in the game. Some of the most fun I've had in the game. Just like seeing how fucking just nuts you can fucking take things because you're in control of the whole dungeon group. Oh yeah. Yeah, dude. It's the worst when you don't, like, if me and my friend ever did recruit a friend, and we did recruit a friend many times just to level our accounts up. He would just make like an account, buy stuff on it, and then we would count it as a recruit a friend. Just so we could just get fucking crazy XP. So we did that a bunch of times. If we ever didn't have tank, it was fucked, dude. I think we always had tank. We had, like, we made sure after a while. Because I think we did one to 80 or 90 or whatever without a tank in our group. Dude, going on somebody else's fucking speed sucks. Usually we try to have a tank and a healer. Like I said, the multi-box thing was the only time where we had like everything. But yeah, it was pretty crazy. Having tank and healer is like the best when tanks used to do damage. In that Twilight period before Warlords and shit. Because it doesn't matter what the DPS wants. They just gotta keep up. If my healer can keep me healed forever, I don't need DPS, you know, you just fucking go, man. And you get really good at tanking, you know, and healing. It's like a fucking crash course, man. So I never understood people who like in Final Fantasy 14 who just like fucking fall asleep when they're playing. They just like bitch out. In Final Fantasy 14, you have a lot of opportunities to DPS as a healer. And if you're not weaving a fucking DPS attack into like your heals and shit, you're fucking done, man. Holy crack, dude. Yeah, I always gotta fucking lick the lips like crazy if I feel that coming. I'll get some water. Yeah, if I wasn't constantly doing a spell in 14, I felt like I was not playing optimally. I was just like, why even bother then? Like, you can do almost as much damage as a DPS and fucking Stormblood at the beginning, and you're still healing them. I mean, a bad DPS, but you could. Never understood that in like Raid Finder and shit too, and when I was like you can do more damage as a tank sometimes, more damage as a fucking healer, because the dudes are just so fucking asleep, man. It'd be one thing if it was like easy to like never wipe, but like you wipe in Raid Finder way more than you fucking think. Yeah. Well, I mean, it should only be DPS when nobody needs heals. There was healers like that too, who just only DPS'd. And we're just like, can you fucking heal? You know, we're like doing throne of whatever the fuck in Pandaria and Raid Finder, which still had some difficulty to it for a pug. And the healers would just be like, just DPS or just not be there. Healer with like one fucking healing on the damage meter. Doing damage, you know, it's fine. She's sure what was wrong. Okay. She always finds a way. Yeah, I appreciate that. Because that shit makes a difference. I mean, think about how many... I feel like everybody's had one of those fights where you just kind of end up at a... like with barely any health left on the boss, you know? You just barely squeeze the, like, you know, a loss out. It's like you could have had the kill kind of thing. Like that could make the difference. Shit, I didn't know you could shoot this thing into the wall. I thought it would bounce off. That's how much I know. I won't give this too many attempts if Ripper's about ready. I don't want to get too into it. Like, as soon as I touch the boss, I'm gonna want to finish it. I could just make myself stop, but hopefully I get destroyed on the boss. If ready time is soon. Yeah, definitely need more competency than nowadays. I don't remember how hard aggro was back then because I didn't tank that much. I remember aggro was hard as a DPS because you'd usually do so much fucking aggro you'd rip. So I guess it would be hard on the tank too. Yeah, that's the problem, is like you just gotta rely on others. That's the thing with DPS, is it's a very low, like it's important, but it's like low responsibility. Like you need DPS, but DPS, like you could be shit, and there's a lot of wiggle room with DPS. But like a bad tank, like a bad healer, like you feel that shit fucking right away. It's the only thing that sucks about playing DPS, is like, you're kinda up to the fellows, man, at that rate. Pretty much. I remember fucking Stratholm, dude. The infected side, or the undead side, not the Scarlet side, but Jesus, dude. You get the Like, just thousands of guys, you're fucking CCing with, like, everybody CC that you possibly can. I was whipping out the fucking Fade Leaf and shit to CC, the 60-second blind. And, like, you'd get the Banshees flying by and shit, and if they were fucking, like, they got caught, then they'd pull more dudes and shit. And just so fucking annoying to pull out. And then, dude, anybody who ran, like, when you got them low health in vanilla, oh my god, dude. There are so many fucking runners in Stratholme, if I remember right. Offset the tanker healer being bad if you do bonkers DPS, yeah. I mean, as a rogue, you had options if the tank sucked. Like, if you pulled aggro, I would sometimes, like, solo a mob. You're like, oh shit, something bad happened. And I'm like, I'll just solo it. Because you could stun lock a mob as well as you could stun lock a fucking person. So you just stun lock it down. Or, you know, do like a vanish. Fucking, I think was prepping that at that point, I don't remember. But you could do stuff as a rogue. Evasion was really strong. Like, I would, like, emergency tank as a rogue sometimes if you like, absolutely had to. It was a lot of tricky shit though. Or you just keep them like rent or gouged up or whatever. Misdirect. The one where you throw the ball on the ground and it distracts people. You didn't have Tricks of the Trade, no. Tricks of the Trade, holy shit, when did that even come out? That was a specific... Wasn't that a build specific thing way later? Was that Cataclysm? Or was that BC? It wasn't in vanilla though. Nah, dude. The best you had for aggro was Feint and Antiseptic Poison or some shit, was it called? It was a poison that would proc aggro reduction. Like, this is the kind of aggro shit you had to deal with. You had like poisons to remove aggro. I don't think anybody really used that, but you did have to do Feint a lot. I would just vanish if it got really bad. But if you ripped aggro on the wrong thing like Onyxia, it just like wiped it. So you always had to be ready. I don't know, it was wacky. I think Feint, Vanish, and the Poison were your big aggro things. I mean, usually you just open up on the boss really slow. And if it's on a mob, you do the same thing. Like those assholes who just... The fucking tank's been on the mob pack for like a second, and then the dude just comes in. Fucking BOP! No way. I mean, you weren't AoEing that many dudes down, I guess, anyways. But if you had like a crazy group, you could. I'm trying to do that with like Scarlet Monastery or something. Yeah, no, Tricks of the Trade, you didn't have any crazy shit like that. It was all a lot more simple. You were reducing your aggro, you were causing maybe less aggro. You were wiping your aggro. It's a lot more of a slow build up. You had to be more aware of it. Like nowadays, if you're ripping aggro, it's because you fucking busted on a fucking dude within a millisecond of the tank touching it and you do crazy damage. Like once the fucking tank has the mob nowadays, you just always have the mob. Like you'd have to have ungodly DPS, you know? But back then it's like, you were fucking ripping aggro for fucking thinking wrong, man, half the time. Depending on your tank. Like if you were playing like an undergear tank and you're like some super geared fucking dude, I mean, you just had to like fucking auto, it felt like half the time, man. Yeah, threat management was huge. One of the huge things in raiding too is fucking resistances, man. That was one of the things that sucked though, like having like flame resistant gear and shit, like, ugh. Yeah, CC and threat management, and just the threat of like mobs in a normal dungeon are like really big differences in vanilla. Which makes the dungeons way more interesting, but you're not gonna go through them quickly like you do now. During Skittish Week? I don't know. Yeah, it's very intense. Alright, this is his weakness. Got him, dude. Nice. First try. I figured it had to be. When the crystals came out, I was like, this thing sucks in projectiles. What better guy, you know? Black hole's pretty useful. I'm looking forward to dungeoning. I'm looking forward to PvP and leveling. I'm looking forward to all that more than raiding almost. Like raiding will be okay, but I did my time and I don't have like a really good group for that. Raiding there's not as much CC. The poles are more attuned to be kind of taken at once, or you have to just snag certain people and shit. There is some CC, but it was the did ZG have CC? Can't remember. Yes, what? What was the yes to cactus? Okay. I wish this actually showed me the whole thing. Okay, I don't remember how much CC it did on ZG. I remember ZG was more like a normal dungeon to a certain extent. But I don't think there was an asset of CC in Molten Core, if any. No, there was CC on, was there CC on Major Demo Executives? With all his priests and shit? But not normal polls. I think maybe Blackwing Lair had a little CC. It wasn't every single poll though, was the difference. I don't think. Or at least I don't remember it being as big a deal. But I guess you also have 40 people, so shit can go funky. God, I'm gonna have to get like right up and dudes' faces to sap them and shit. I don't remember if you had sap distance upgrade in that. I don't think I'd put points into it even if I did. Jesus, now you can sap from like 5 fucking yards away, dude. Like I'm gonna have to get up like fucking right here, use misdirection or whatever the fuck it is, and turn the mobs around and shit. Dude, I always loved like clutch use of that. Like a fucking patrols coming, so you would like fucking just spam misdirection while you're like fighting shit. Or vanish out, use it and stuff. There's always so much fun shit as fucking... It's rogue, man. That's why I like it. Having tools instead of like just pure damage. We're missing dialogue here. So there's an expiration date and they're supposed to be scrapped. And they're going crazy for some reason. I think the entire story is that Wily or some shit had something to do with Dr. Light's deal. Or he blamed Dr. Light on something. And now Wily's saying that he's like a good guy or some bullshit and Dr. Light's going to jail, and so we're trying to figure out what's up. Some bullshit like that. This is me trying to figure it out through like fucking broken ass text and shit. Remember ZG was tougher at the time than EQ20, but I liked both of them a lot. those are more just like a chill thing you could go do. I mean, it was still 20 man, right? But it was like a chill, you know. Parade's over. Tomorrow we just fucking... You get a couple assholes together and go do like a fucking ZG or AQ20. Grab a little bit of loot or some reputation or something. It's good times. Alright. So I risk another stage right now. We're halfway through the game. I feel like we're almost at that point. 4 priests to mind control, not one Nax boss. But the very first... Oh, Nax. I'm thinking of AQ where the guy actually does mind control you, the very first boss. The priest dude or whatever his name was. He like would teleport himself around the stage and shit. Yeah, I don't remember the Nax bosses that well. Like I said, Nax was really hard to get into for the attunement. And people were still progressing like AQ. Sometimes. Unless you're like a really big group. And the Nax came out so close to BC that, I mean, I didn't get very far in it. So I don't remember much of Nax. I remember Nax when I farmed it in Cataclysm. And I had to solo all of it. Or was it MLP? I'd really like to do Nax. But yeah, that'll be one of those things that... I don't know if I'll still be playing at that point. But probably watch some. Hey Ripper, I'm not trying to put the pressure on you, but how's it looking? Should I go ahead and do another stage? That's the thing, I just want to be in the middle of the damn stage when you're ready to go. I don't want to make you wait. It's no biggie. Okay. Which one though? And I've been to Magma Man. I just don't know what his weakness would be. Just try a different stage. Just try Concrete Man or something. I mean, I've used the black hole, so that's off. Yeah, I should probably get a little extra. I'd say like a bunch of veggies and dip. And some nuts. I guess that's enough. I don't want to eat like too much. I'd always eat a little more once we get going. I've had a little water today too. I don't think we've got very far in Concrete Man stage. We could at least get some practice in here. The stage sucks because it's like everything is like all off sync and shit. There's just like so much action, dude. Seems pretty good here. This is what I was kind of waiting for, something like this. How long does this shit last, dude? What the hell? Yeah. I don't think we ever actually made it past that part right there. Specifically because I thought there'd be like a good weapon or something for it. No, we did make it past. I remember this. Yeah, the pit enemies always are rough, man. Okay, I remember this fucking tit. Good God, dude. It's this guy that I fucking stopped playing this level on. Some huge asshole. I feel like I'd be better off just tanking the damage. I'm trying to figure out how I fucking dodge some bouncing shot. Fucking... That shit actually seems really good. Christ almighty, these fucking 1,000 of these fuckers, man. So far this stage seems like the most boring. The other ones had like a nice balance of shit. This one's just like all out fucking just millions of mini bosses, fucking triple toots, man. Enemy pits. I guess it's supposed to be more of maybe an action level. Least exciting, for sure. It depends on the length, I guess. If they don't overkill it, that'll be alright. Jesus, dude. Need to shoot more. This guy has one thing because he just can like sit here. I'm trying to figure out how I'm even supposed to dodge this shit, man. I just stand here and it'll just always go over. It looks like that would be the case. You jump over it, then you gotta like return the standing position there. It's like very specific. Really specific shit like that's always kind of, not as much of a fan. I'd rather just do maybe some pattern stuff, but shit that requires a little bit more moving around. I mean, I guess he's not like a full boss. They're not gonna have him be that crazy. Doesn't help he like sucks you in then. Very specific spot. God, if you get knocked in the fucking thing when he's sucking, you're just dead. So you have to pretty much stand Right on the left side of that fucking middle platform. Overly specific bullshit. I mean, at least we're getting strategies figured out, I guess, but Jesus, dude. And more dust to these guys than we are the actual boss, man. I feel like as we're a mini boss, kind of go suck it. And they're a larger challenge than the actual main attraction. You can kind of line yourself with the tree. I doubt that was an accident, if they said it like that. Motherfucker, dude. So fucking tight, man. The suck shit just fucking sucks, man. Like, it's way too much. Because you get hit once, you're dead. Like, if you're not in very fucking specific spots, man. Yeah, I feel like they could get rid of charge, but I'd almost like slide to stay in the game. I feel like slide gives you potential for cool shit. There you go, sucked into a fucking hole again, man. Exciting, because you have to turn to shoot the guy anyway, so you gotta end up... And the only time you're gonna hit him is when he's sucking. So you have to like jam yourself when he's going like all fast anyways. That's way too far off. You're better off sitting on the right side of the tree, man. Good god, dude. Like, you're just trying to fucking stay still. That's me just, like, slightly pushing myself to the right. I just flew straight in the fucking hole, man. Sucks fucking balls, man. It's fucking boring, dude. Not a fun way to go out every time. This will be my last attempt on this one. I don't get like salty before I start playing a different game. And probably go prep some booze and maybe start having a couple. You make the tortillas yourself? Really? So you're just eating like a straight up tortilla, or like you putting something in it? Like a burrito style thing? What is your issue then? Oops. Oh, the filling. So it is a burrito. Okay, I've got the pattern now that I want. The only issue when you're jumping or dodging that middle one, like dodging the blow, if you will. How do I get to that? Of course. That's kind of bullshit. One of these things is not like the other. Yeah, a really overstuffed burrito can be really fucking hard to manage. Alright. Let's be fair though, they do give me a lot of warnings that that's gonna happen though. Yeah, you gotta have like a really big tortilla, like a really thick one, or perfectly placed. You gotta like hold it perfectly. Like, a lot of people out here just use like silverware on fucking crazy ass burritos, man. Oops. Did not mean to do that. I was shooting him like a fucking normal thing, man. I keep doing this. I'm ready to put that there. Yeah, you can see which one's fucked and which one isn't. Which is why it's not completely fucking dog shit. It's a long stage, man. Okay. They just showed that off for a few seconds. Alright, 2 lives. That's something. I really hope it's not the satellite, because I don't have any satellite ammo. Alright, it's the trident. Nice, he just petrified me. Okay. At least we found his weakness. That's probably for the best. I wasn't a very high health at the time. I'm going to use a tank on this mission too. Since I bought it for 2 missions ago and I haven't used him still. Jesus, dude. Didn't need it, but hate to be the time I did need it, you know? Can buy more. I don't think money's gonna be an issue as much because I'm just gonna make separate saves. And if I go through my tanks and die, I'll just reload the save. They are tasty, man. I'm gonna buy a upgraded rush to help you out. So we got rush jet now. Might be more inclined to go to Tornado Man next time. A panty shot, dude? What the fuck? Try to slow down a bit. LOL, dude. Tanks are cheap too. I'm really glad for. Alright, so we got a lot more done than I thought we'd get done. 2 hours, got 5 stages, and was talking a bit. Hey, M canisters for ammo. Maybe it's supposed to be missiles, I'm not sure. That's what it just stood for in the other games. I think it just fills up all of them? I could be wrong. I think it fills all of them. Super tank fills all of them. Maybe it's the super. It's so expensive that there's no way it just fills one, but it might. But yeah, it fills your ammo. Alright, well, Magma Man seemed like we could probably beat him with the crystals, because it would block a lot of his shit. The satellite, so we'll probably try Magma Man next time. He also seemed to have an easy enough stage. We actually got to him. He just seemed like something I wanted the weakness for, and we got a good chance of having it. Tornado Man, I wanted Rush. Plug Man just had one of those disappearing block stages. It's just gonna have to be memorization. It'll just be rough. I might be able to like rush jet some of it. We'll do Magma Man, then try Tornado Man, then go to Plug Man. Probably not today though. Got some good progress. We'll see how hard the Wily stages are. Those are always the hardest part. I hope it's different in this. The best stages are always these, man. In this game, they're really fun, actually. I really am enjoying Mega Man 9. I mean, I could, dude. If for some reason we end up dying on RE6 and I'm still alive, then maybe I could continue this. I feel like I'd have to whip out the old faithful RE4 run, though. We still got plenty of RE6. God, we're gonna be right in the middle of fucking Chris's campaign, dude. God damn, dude. Fucking Guardian like a hardcore. Yeah, we'll be able to switch to a fresh campaign soon. I was like, I'm gonna look up something. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and make a save here. I don't remember where we get like an optional save. Whoops. Player name. Well. Oh, my player name. I accidentally made that. I'll just leave the stage, dude. I have to have the exit thing bought. I guess I could just die. feel like I'm playing pretty well today, though. Hopefully I feel like I play that well tomorrow. I need to go bathroom, too. All that fucking chips and all that veggies and dip. Make my stomach feel like fucking shit. Holy fuck. Definitely don't want a stomach ache right at the beginning of the madness, man. I just want a separate save, man. 2 lives and 2 tanks. Alright. Okay, boys. That is enough of this game for now. We're gonna swap gears here. The iron.